What kind of future developments then can you tell me about the Flight Opportunities Program, and how soon do you think that the suborbital flights will start occurring?
So currently we have contractors on firm orders for flights, and those contractors are Maston, Virgin Galactic, Up Aerospace, and the NewSpace Corporation. And we have many flights that we could fly exercise this year. Right now it's a matter of how many payloads we can find to fly on them. So we have what we call the announcement of flight opportunities, and we can share the website with you later, but it's our call for technology payloads. In general, in the space technology program, many of those payloads that we would traditionally fly, or in the long-term fly, would come up through the space technology program. However, as you may know, the space technology program is really just starting up. There are certain elements of it that have been around for a while, but we're finding ourselves having to go out and find the demand side and look for the payloads that would fly. And so those, we actively seek those payloads to fly on these platforms.
Now, do some of the objectives that you have for some of these platforms align at all with any of the continental challenges?
Which challenges?
Or
the Centennial Challenge?
Yes, the Centennial challenges, excuse me.
Not directly. I know that the nanosat challenge, and I may have the name wrong there, but the challenge to get a nanosat to orbit the Earth on a small system, again, that could be a potential platform for us in the future. Our mission is to find space-relevant environments for technology payloads. So if a system like that were to be developed, our program can certainly go out and seek that kind of a platform, again, hopefully on a commercial basis, to fly other nanosatellite technology demonstrations.
What sort of budget does the Flight Opportunities Program have, and how far will that be able to take the current programs that you have, and at what point will you need more funding in order to continue the program? Sure.
So the President's budget request called for $17 million of funding for the Flight Opportunities Program, and essentially a couple $1,000,000 for the parabolic flight and $15 million for the SRLV flight platform, including some payload development potentially, and maybe some capability enhancements on the vehicles that we fly, including onboard payload systems that would help payloads fly. And the budget request was for 5 years. So for each of the subsequent 5 years from the request, we were, the proposal was to have the full budget for this program. Right now we're in a continuing resolution, so it's very difficult to predict exactly what the budget outcome will be this year, but for the foreseeable future, for every year of the foreseeable future, we have been offered a budget in the request, and we intend to utilize that budget to keep finding supply to get technology payloads to space-relevant environments.
Now, it may be too early to say, but are there any plans for a follow-on program after the 5 years?
So Flight Opportunities, think of it more like a service provider program. It's not necessarily a technology program in and of itself. We provide flight service for the other technology programs, for technology maturation. So from a service provider standpoint, there really is no follow-on. There may be new platforms or new platform capabilities that we can put on task to fly for us, but it should continue on as an idea for a while as a service provider.
So tell me a little bit more about how it is that you're doing the parabolic flights, and what kind of experiments are you hoping to do there?
Sure, I can speak mostly to how we do it. A little less of the exact experiments, because I just haven't been that intimately involved. But we procure our service, again, through a commercial provider, but in this case, we didn't go directly to them. We utilize a contract through the Reduced Gravity Office at NASA Johnson. So NASA Johnson Reduced Gravity Office helps us be an interface to that commercial provider. They have Zero G Corporation on contract to provide zero-gravity flights. And it's not just zero-gravity flights. We have flown payloads at martian-gravity, lunar-gravity, and zero-gravity. And we've also, some experimenters have also desired to have that pull-up G, about 2 Gs pull-up at the end of a parabola for their experiment as well.
What would be the purpose of that?
To test systems that may be used in reentry, for instance, or just a launch load. So they're not always on orbit, or they're not always on a planetary body. There's the getting there and getting back sometimes that those environments that experimenters are interested in.